What's up, everybody? Welcome to Max Play Live presents Ortech Plays. I'm Ortech the Batman. I'm going to be sitting down with James Hunsberger, also known as James Chaos, and we're going to play Magic the Gathering. He's playing an all-red deck. I'm playing red-black. Let's see how this goes. Normally, before you play a game, you just sit down and kind of go through your deck. But we would like to encourage good sportsmanship. Anyways, here we are. We're going to play Magic the Gathering. I'm Ortech the Batman. Like I said, that's James. And we're going to shuffle our decks and get going. And when you normally play in a tournament game, wouldn't you cut your opponent's deck, James?
You'd actually shuffle your opponent's deck.
You actually shuffle your opponent's deck. Well, we're not going to do that because this is a friendly game, but in tournament play, you actually shuffle your opponent's deck, and I don't trust you anyway because I think you'll cut my cards and put all my land at the bottom.
I'm a magician.
He's a magician, and the last time we played, he spanked me, so let's see if we can get a good game going, and I can get some competition on my part. I haven't played this game since last week, but before that, I haven't played in a good five, maybe 6 years.
It's all about I've been playing is maybe 4.
And so I've been playing the game since it came out in, I think, 1992, the first edition, and I played all the way until Ice Age. But after Ice Age, I kind of grew out of playing Magic the Gathering and moved on to other games, mainly console games like Resident Evil. I got stuck on that game forever, so Magic was kind of not my priority at that time. And how did you get started playing, James?
I started collecting them.
Just collecting?
Yeah.
Like you didn't actually, sit down and play it one day with a buddy and
I started collecting, and then I was like, I used to play this when I was like 12. I was like, I want to play it again. So me and my buddy started playing.
And that's it. You just picked up from there?
I just picked up from there.
That's crazy. Now, when you play Magic the Gathering, you start out with 20 life, and the first player does not draw a card, if I remember right. So you want to roll, see who goes first?
Sure.
I got 15.
19.
Figures. Hopefully that's not to show things to come.
Well, it might.
I don't know. I think I love playing black and red, by the way. I like blowing things up, and I love zombies, vampires, and monsters. And black's really good with it. And he just built his deck before we started recording this episode, by the way. So I've had this deck it was built forever. And actually, John Gasson's walking up smiling at us. He's like, "You bunch of nerds." That's the owner of Tampa Bay Multimedia. If you watch my random reports, I'm going to be doing an interview with him, probably upload that next week. Hopefully you guys are checking that out and enjoying it. But anyways, we're playing Magic the Gathering, so we're going to stay focused on that.
All right,
so, yep, you go first, my friend. All right, he drops a mountain right off the bat. Notice no mulligan, so we both must have adequate land. What is that?
Monastery Swiftspear has haste, swinging for 1.
Oh, right off the bat, he's taking a shot at me. You got me in the boo-boo. All right, so 1 damage, that's fine. Is that going to end your turn?
In my turn.
Awesome sauce. I'm going to pull a card. I'm going to drop a swamp. And I pretty much cannot do anything, so I'll have to turn the play over to you. So what is it about Magic the Gathering that you like so much? And what are you doing when you... skip that question. That's called tapping.
Tapping, untapping.
So if you don't know... Rule
check, when you start out a game, normally a creature will come in, it'll be tapped because it has summoning sickness. A creature can have haste, and therefore it can be...
Yeah, it negates summoning sickness.
It'll negate summoning sickness, therefore it can come in, tap, and attack. Or tap and use an attack ability.
But normally they can't do anything.
Normally they can't do anything on their first turn. I completely lost all train of thought.
Well, that's easy for you to do.
It is. It is. I'm more
It
focused on the
doesn't take
game.
much, man.
I'm more focused on the game. All right, land, mountain,
Tapping 2 lands, and
Ash
he's
Zealot.
going to play Ash Zealot.
and swing because it also has haste
And first strike, too.
and first strike.
So that's going to... 3 damage altogether. It takes me down to 16. This is not going well already. This is going like the last
Pass.
game where you just pretty much spanked me.
Well, that's about it for
Yeah.
a turn or two.
Like I was a wet noodle spanking me. Anyways, I'm going to draw a card, pull another card, drop that one, which I played Mountain and a Swamp. I love these like full art cards too,
Yeah.
man. I need to get a lot more of those. If you guys can see that, the artwork in Magic the Gathering is just brilliant. Some of the best artwork I've ever seen in a game anywhere. So plays on to you, my friend.
If you get a fat pack of Battle from Zendikar, they actually have
Just all full art cards. Yeah, I bought the last fat pack I bought was actually Dissension, and that was the last time I seriously collected Magic. I love that set with the Rakdos and
3.
all the demons and cool stuff like that. I actually read part of the book too.
They
So
actually
another
came,
3 damage. Man,
you said Distinction?
yeah, Dissension.
They actually did a Return to Ravnica set that you might like.
Yeah, I love Ravnica. That whole world is cool.
They did a return to it.
Oh, really? Nice. So when did they do that? A couple of years ago?
That's actually
'Cause
one-
right now
that's-
they're on Zendikar, right?
They're back on Zendikar, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're back on Zendikar.
The boss just notified us he was leaving. So if you wimp. Yeah, that guy. That guy over there with his stuff. Anyways,
Oh, I did
I'm gonna go ahead and play another mountain.
misplay.
not a slight misplay, huh?
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. This is not going good for me at all, my friend. Not at all.
I'll just have to wait an extra turn to
I've
do
got
something.
I've got a decent hand, but I just have no land. This is always seems to every time I play Magic.
How many land do you have in your deck?
I have plenty of land, and I don't remember.
How many is plenty?
What are you looking at?
I don't know. I thought I saw a flash
You're gonna
of
make
light.
me have to add something into the
I
video
thought I
later.
saw a flash of light.
You saw a ghost. You saw a
Hey,
ghost.
we do have ghosts in our studio.
There is ghosts in the studio. So, anyways, I'm gonna have to turn play back over to you, dude. I can't do anything. I am stuck. If you can see, I am stuck. This is basically useless right now. But
This comes in tapped.
cool beans.
And I'll swing.
Right on. Another one. All right. So, what's your favorite, I guess, set in Magic the Gathering?
That is a good one.
Bam. I'm going to play a Swamp. Move this over. I like to be disorganized in my play, but today I think I'm gonna. We don't have much room here. If you guys notice, we're playing the game on the game board that they use for our other show, which is called the Arena. This was built by Kayla Thomas and Dave Growney with help from other people, but those were the two.
Many other people.
Yes, but they were the 2 main people that built it, and we're repurposing it for. As you can see, we have our little deck box here, to I guess for effect, and we repurposed it for our game today. We'll probably use this for War Machine too. I mean, it's kind of a little tight.
It's a little small for War Machine.
Yeah, we need to think of something really cool when we do War Machine, and have Dave in here, Dave Growney.
I'm gonna
We need to have him in here so he can kind of
wife
ref the
build
game.
something.
Your wife?
Yeah, my wife's good at that stuff.
She's good with that stuff then. Cool beans. I am not done, my friend. So I'm going to go ahead and play a spell. I'm going to tap 2 Swamp. I'm going to add because I need any other color. And I'm going to play Murder on your Zealot.
That's just rude.
Yeah, I'm going to kill him.
That's
I
rude.
killed him till he was dead. That was metal,
rude.
actually. It was heavy metal. And with that, I'll turn play back over to you.
That's just mean.
It is mean. It is mean. I am a mean person.
I like this card.
I am the nicest mean person you'll ever meet, though. Because after I knock you down, I probably will help you up. Only to knock you down again. I'm going to talk as much smack as I can right now because I have a feeling that...
Oh, well, you know what.
Yeah, that's...
I misplayed again, and I'm cheating. 'Cause
You're
I
cheating?
I didn't untap that, but I untapped it anyway.
Why did they get rid of Mana Burn?
I don't know. I didn't play at the time Mana Burn was
It was a thing, man. But I think Mana Burn was mainly for land.
Mana
sure.
Burn, from what I remember.
Like if you didn't untap your land, you were supposed to either lose that land or lose a life. I'm
No,
not sure.
Mana Burn came from.
I never did it, so.
There were cards that would add multiple mana to your mana pool. Let's say I had this and it added 2 to my mana pool, which
Right.
is what you're doing when you tap a land. You are adding fire to your mana pool.
Or mountain.
Or mountain. It's flame, fire, mountain, same thing.
You
You're using
flamer.
a mountain to produce flame.
Yes.
And there would be one that would produce 2. But let's say you needed 3, or you had something that cost 2 mana, but you only had 2 cards that produced 3.
Gotcha.
If you tap both of those and you played something that cost only 2, you had 1 mana left over for nothing that you
Nice.
had no way to use.
Gotcha.
That was Mana Burn that I remember.
Okay.
And you would take 1
like
damage.
I never actually got caught with it. Never, it never came into play for me. I just always
They
untapped
just,
my land.
well, they got rid of it because it was such a.
It's kind of unnecessary.
It was
Yeah.
highly unnecessary, and they really got away from the multiple mana producing lands. Instead of producing 1 or 2 colors, 1 or the other started being produced, such as Steam Vents or some other cards like that, the temples that are out now, instead of producing both, like a red and blue.
Sweet. So go ahead, and I know you're about to crack the whip on me, and
only 1.
I'm gonna take this one into Keister. Just 1?
Just 1. He doesn't
Oh
have
man,
haste.
are you feeling like charitable or something?
No, he doesn't have haste.
Oh, he doesn't have haste. Oh, you know what? I thought that was actually a theme of yours, that all these red creatures are going to be having haste.
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
And that's what
work.
they do refer to. I guess you could say monster cards. They're all creatures. Humans. It's what do they call it? Like human barbarian. It's still a creature.
Yeah, it's creature, and what type of creature?
Yeah. Which this happens to be a legendary creature, which is represented here, and it also says it.
It says legendary enchantment creature.
Oh,
which
is it enchanted or enchantment?
enchantment.
Oh, nice.
It's a new type of creature that came out with Theros.
Right.
It counts as an
How far
enchantment.
back is Theros though?
3 sets.
3 sets, okay. So it's not too. It's
3
fairly
and 4?
recent.
Hold on. Battle for Zendikar. Before that was Khans of Tarkir. Before that was Theros. So they have 3 sets.
3 sets. So within the last 2 years? At
Yeah,
least?
2.5 years, 3 years.
All right. So play goes back to me.
Yep, your turn.
All right, cool. So I'm going to untap, so I don't have to worry about a rule that they don't use anymore. If that makes any kind of sense. Hoping this is a land, and I got my wish. So with that, what do I want to do? I'm going to go ahead and play 1 mountain and 3 of any other. I'm going to play a Partick Firecat. He does have haste, and if he's in a graveyard, flame burst effects count as a flame burst. Yep. And I'm going to leave him right there, and I'll toss play back to yourself.
He has haste. You can attack.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Very well. Carry on.
The fun part about this game is you could buy pre-built decks, or you can build your own. And that's, for me, that's fun when you sit down with a pile of cards and you really put a lot of thought into putting together a strategy and building a deck. And then when you actually sit down and play it and you see your plan, that you formulated, spent a lot of time with, actually come out in the game and start to work, then I mean, nothing's more satisfying than that. That was always one of the more fun. I know you're big on deck building too.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. Just like with games like War Machine, and other modeling games where you actually you can build and customize them and paint them, and I mean there's nothing more fun than that.
One more thing.
Yes.
This card is actually not a creature yet.
It's not a creature yet.
No.
So you have to tap land or sacrifice something?
It's a new mechanic that they came out in Theros.
Right.
For Theros. He's a god. Mm-hmm. And as long as your devotion to red is less than 5, Purphoros isn't a creature. Mm-hmm. And devotion comes from the number of mountain symbols on your card's
on the creatures that you have in
yes.
play. Does that count for like artifacts and enchantments?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
As long as it is the mountain
Right.
symbol. It does not count for land.
Right. If you're wondering why I'm asking a bunch of questions, I played Magic, but I haven't played in a while. I think I referenced that earlier in the episode. So this series, Ortech Plays, I'm going to be playing different games with different people. Like I said in the intro, mainly James, but we'll have different people from our local gaming community on the show to play different stuff. And a lot of it I've never played. I mean, I pretty much stick to my guns. And right now I'm choosing to have a little bit of more of an open mind, in terms of tabletop gaming. Usually I stick to games like, I was real big on HeroClix. I didn't play anything but HeroClix, and we'll be having an episode on HeroClix for sure. And then after that, I moved to Dice Masters for a little bit, and I played D&D in and out along the way with a few people, but I just, in the business that I'm in, I don't have a ton of time to play. So games like this help me out, because they're quick, they don't take much time, there's not a lot of setup, you just sit down and bang. And HeroClix, it wasn't like that, so I kind of had to give it up. Plus, it got expensive, man. The way games are now, Magic included, HeroClix, what else is there? There's just a set after set after set after set, and Dice Masters too,
Any
man.
collector's game is like that.
Yeah, I mean, they just release stuff so fast, it's tough to keep up. But your card, what I'm finding out is your cards are still effective.
Yeah.
And Dice Master pieces are still effective. And at E&D Games, our local gaming, what's this?
It deals 3 damage to all creatures.
Okay, it's actually called Anger of the Gods. Anger of the Gods deals 3 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die, this turn, exile it instead. That is a bummer. So exile means it's actually out of the game.
What I do is...
Yeah, it's off on the sidebar.
I
Yeah,
separate
I'll
like
set
that.
mine way out of the way so I don't forget, because I'll forget if I ever have to reshuffle my graveyard.
No.
So,
Slumbering Dragon.
Slumbering Dragon, and he puts out a creature. Alrighty then.
No,
Does
Slumbering
he have haste or
Dragon
anything?
can't
Flying?
attack. Slumbering Dragon can't attack or block until it has 5 or more counters on it. Whenever
Okay.
a creature attacks me or a planeswalker, I get to put a 1/1 counter on Slumbering Dragon.
Okay, so for now, until Lifelink comes in, we'll use this 12-sided die as a counter for that guy. We'll set that off the side so we know it's not on play. Also, all right, play goes back to me. I'll untap, and then I will draw. How did I end up with 19, dude?
I don't know. You're
I was down at
you're
16.
16.
It's weird.
I think.
Alrighty.
I don't remember.
And I draw something I cannot do anything with. But that's fine. One, two, three. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play Childhood Horror. It's one of my favorite images on a card, too. Ghosts is another. I love scary stuff, and ghosts definitely fall into that. Especially ones that scare kids. That's always great. And then that's the cost for that. He has flying and threshold. Childhood Horror gets +2/+2, and can't block. You have threshold as long as there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, which I don't, so I can use them as to block. Because I don't have threshold. I have less than 7. I only have 1. Good to go. And I will turn play back over to you. But yeah. So anyway, what I was saying before we got back to playing the game, which is cool. This video series is just going to be me learning to play new games. So each time I have a new guest on, it'll be a different game. Hoping to get Tank in here. He was supposed to be here tonight. Things didn't work out. We had a little bit of a schedule shuffle. But when he does come on, we're going to be playing the Resistance, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully we play. Yeah, I hear it's a great game. I haven't played it, but everybody I talk to just puts this thing over. So keep
needs
watching. We'll have that
5
one up here. And
5 or more people.
Yes.
So we need 5 people to play this game.
Yeah, and that will be a bit of a bigger production. But right now we are playing Magic. Looks like James has nothing in his hand,
No,
which is rare. Oh, I thought you discarded.
No. I will swing.
I need to pay attention. 4 damage, so I'm down to 12.
It's 4 flying.
4 flying, yes. Oh wait, you know what? I can block that.
Yes, you can.
That's fine with me. Creatures in my graveyard do not bother me. Are you done?
Yep.
He is done.
Finito.
Yeah. And tabletop games for me are fun, but the problem with them is if you don't have a lot of people to play,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to get into it.
Magic
but,
is a good two-person game.
yeah, and
That's mostly why I really started playing it, is because me and my buddy could just sit down,
yeah,
shuffle our decks up, and just start playing.
yeah.
We didn't need to go gather our friends up and set up a whole monstrous arena like this and start playing. We could just shuffle and play.
I'm gonna play my vampire.
One of my favorite cards in the whole thing of
Vampire
Magic.
Nighthawk. Yeah, well, Death Touch is like one of my favorite abilities. That and Lifelink, which he has both.
Yeah, flying,
And,
Death Touch, Lifelink
Yeah,
for 3.
He's also a flyer, but for 3 too.
Yeah.
So Death Touch. Creatures dealt damage by this creature are destroyed. You can't divide this creature's combat damage among any of the creatures blocking or blocked by it. Then Lifelink is damage dealt by this creature also causes you to gain that much life. Love that, and I need to get millions more of those. It's too bad you can only use 4 though.
Yeah.
In Magic the Gathering, you can only use 4 of any copy of a card, right?
Unless otherwise specified.
Yeah, because the also in Magic, another really cool rule that I personally enjoy is that if it's in this little text here, if you can see the card, this little text here, if it's anything in here, trumps any of the rules in the rule books. Mm-hmm. So, and while that guy is out, I'm gonna go ahead and play.
Also, if you're drafting, you can have any number of cards.
Oh, really?
During a draft.
Nice.
Like if a draft is where you take 3 booster packs, you open one at a time, and you take 1 card, you pass it. You get another one from your other side, you take 1 card, you pass it. You get another one from your other side. Explain it for the viewers.
Yeah, no, I'm listening. You're explaining to me, dude. That's what this whole thing's about. I need to learn.
And you pick out, and you build your deck out of the cards that you pick from those 3 boosters that everybody opened. And if you just so happen to get 6 of the same card, which you're not gonna actually get 6 of a card, honestly, in a draft.
Unless you're super lucky.
Unless you're super lucky,
And leprechauns live inside your butt.
unless people around you are not very smart at drafting either. But if you get 6 of a card, by all means, use it.
You pretty much got to have a leprechaun in your butt.
Basically.
Yeah. All right, so I'm not done. I'm going to play an artifact. I'm going to drop an artifact. I'm not going to actually use it yet. That is explained in the text, which when you play an artifact, so I'm going to tap the 2 land. Oops, I dropped my card. Also, I noticed you're using sleeves.
Yes.
And I don't use sleeves because I'm old school, and back in the day, we didn't use sleeves. It was much later. It was probably around 1996.
If any tournament you played in,
Yeah, everybody has sleeves.
From 92 on, used sleeves.
Yeah, I
Because
just
you
never
can
did.
mark the back of a card easier than you can a sleeve.
Yeah, but the thing about this game for me is I've only had the biggest collection I've had at one time was probably about 2,400 cards, right around there, and I sold them and I made like $800. And I made
like $800 in like 1 deck.
Well, you know, I just I did it because I needed money, man. Stop messing with me. Anyway, I did it because I needed the money, and actually, you know, helped out. I paid for, you know, Christmas that year with that money. But and plus I went to some local podunk shop. It was like a hole in the wall place, and I didn't even think the guy would give me $100 for them. So I was like, you know, give me 1,000. He's like, I'll give you 800, and I just, all right, later. So I didn't care. 'Cause I didn't think I would have got that money back at all.
You probably could have gotten more than that. Then.
Yeah.
If he really sold it on 800, you probably could have got 12.
I didn't care. I just wanted to get rid of them. And but the YouTubers watching and all the, you know, they're gonna be like, what an idiot, right? Because. But
that's what happens. That is what happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
people out there that literally threw away a Black Lotus in the garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a $4,000 card now.
I remember somebody gave me a Jester's cap.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't have it? No. There you go, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't believe it.
I don't even remember how much Jester Cap's worth. I don't think it's that much.
It was in demand back then.
Back in the day, yeah.
So, anyways, I played this artifact, which is called Ring of Valkus, and equipped creature has haste. It can attack and tap no matter when it came under your control, which we've already explained haste. But at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on equipped creature if it's red. Attached to a target creature you control, equip only as a sorcery. And what that is you play the card, then in later turns, if I had another land, I would go ahead and tap that land and equip my Nighthawk with it. But I choose not to because I don't have the land. Mainly.
Also, it wouldn't really benefit the Nighthawk.
It's not a red creature.
Because he's been out and he's not red.
But I have the land. I have nothing else I can do. I'm going to go ahead and get the get it out now.
Yeah.
And with that, I will turn play back to you, man.
You're not going to attack?
No, I'm not going to attack, dude.
Why not?
'Cause-
He's not a creature yet. And he can't attack or block. And he's tapped.
Oh, yeah, then thanks for the heads up. I will attack. And that's another good thing about a gaming community is when you're an inexperienced or rusty, in my case, rusty player, people will sit there and, I mean, if you're around the right people, there are people that don't do that, but for the most part, people will give you hints and help you out and
I was
make
actually
your
being-
game.
I wanted my counters on my slumbering dragon.
You just totally crapped all over the point. There's not a game here, it's just a pile of poo right here. Yeah. You just
Yeah.
totally crapped all over my whole point. Remember those gamers I said some weren't like that? That's this guy right here.
This guy.
Yes, right
So-
here.
No,
Giant.
I will. I explained to you he wasn't a creature when I didn't have to.
No, right, but you withheld that information.
I didn't
over
withhold
there.
it.
It's all good.
All right, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn, and here's where I get a good walloping. Wait a
But I
second.
did still take 2 damage.
Yeah, you took the 2
and you
damage
gained 2
after
life.
you baited
and
me.
you gained 2 life.
I
See,
did
I
gain
did
2
help
life.
him out.
Yeah, no, because I have to.
Life link.
Yeah, but it's damage to a creature. Oh no, damage dealt by this. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. So
No.
he's you know what you're a semi-titan.
Semi.
Yeah, semi.
Wait.
All right. So anyways,
I need to get this card out.
I gotta remember to bleep this all out. You
I
know,
don't even know if that went in focus.
it probably didn't.
No, we'll just stay on this shot.
Maybe I am the editor. Which, if you guys saw Random Reports, Hollingsworth will find that out. I turned him into a goblin with a dunce hat. So,
I'm not even.
be sure to check out the show, The Arena. I just referenced James Hollingsworth. He's the dungeon master for part 3, by the way. He's the dungeon master for The Arena, and that airs Thursdays at 7:30 on WeebieTV.com and Twitch.
Max Play Live.
Max Play Live on Twitch.
TV.
Max Play
So
Live TV, yeah.
I haven't even been following my own triggers on here because anytime a creature would have entered the battlefield, you were supposed to take 2 damage. But
Oh, nice.
see,
Nice. That's
I'm
fine
a
with me,
nice
dude.
guy. I'm a nice guy.
Nice or just forgetful?
Forgetful.
Yeah.
See, but I'm a nice guy because I'm not going to make you
Not
take
that
it now.
friggin' nice, I'll tell you that much, buddy.
But no, I'm not.
I
It's 5.
don't know why I did the Popeye thing just now.
Sarkon. But don't worry, he's not a creature, so he doesn't.
He's a planeswalker.
He's a planeswalker.
What the hell is a planeswalker, man?
Planeswalker. You're a planeswalker.
Yeah, I understand that, but why is there one on the table?
Do I have to go into the lore?
No, just explain why the game. I mean, I know why there's planeswalkers in the lore. I mean, they are the wizards.
do
They're
they
the
know?
ones that summon the creatures. You're right. Go ahead and explain it.
Back in the day, there used to be a thing called, or there was a rift in space and time that was giving planeswalkers immense power. They used to be gods, like way more powerful than this card you see on the battlefield. Like they couldn't even harness their power to be put on cards because they were just so immensely powerful. And then an event that happened, 2 planeswalkers sealed this rift in space, and also known as the Mending, and weakened the planeswalkers, and now we have them on cards.
Are you done?
Oh,
All right, cool.
It's still my turn though.
But why are they on the battlefield?
Because I can play him. Because the Mending.
I understand, but what's the mechanic behind it?
The
You know what I
mechanic
mean?
is he's basically another player as you are.
Right.
You can attack him separately,
directly.
just
So
as you would attack me.
Just,
you
just
can
as though I would
target.
choose creatures, I can choose him. or
Well,
you.
you can't choose. You
I
can't
always
attack,
choose you.
You can't
right?
attack creatures. I choose to block with creatures.
Exactly.
But you can choose to attack a planeswalker because a planeswalker is a second, basically, player on the
Right.
battlefield.
So when you're targeting someone, you're always targeting a planeswalker or
Yeah,
other players.
basically a planeswalker. You're always targeting planeswalkers.
Right.
I'm a planeswalker. He's a planeswalker.
But now I have the option.
Yeah,
Now can
now-
you use your blockers to block him?
Yes, you can. Same mechanics apply, just for Sarkon. You
So it's
block with
basically
it,
another player, right?
basically another player.
Another player.
He has loyalty points that come
Right.
in. You pay your mana cost,
Mm-hmm.
and you have his loyalty points, which is his are 4.
Right
and
on.
when he comes in, you have a +1 ability, sometimes a negative ability, and a larger negative ability, which a lot of people refer to as his ultimate or his ult. And to get a planeswalker's ult off is very difficult because he comes in at 4. His ultimate is -6. That means 3 turns have to go by to where I could use him.
Right.
But his ultimate ability is I get an emblem. At the beginning of my draw step, I draw 2 additional cards. And at the beginning of my end step, I discard my hand. So I get 2 cards every turn that I could possibly use. If I don't use them, I have to discard them. But I get 2 new ones next turn.
Sweet.
It's, I use him for his first ability, honestly. Which his first ability is, until end of turn, Sarkon the Dragon Speaker becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature with flying, indestructible, and haste. So,
Jeez.
so what I can do is I can give him +1.
He can convert to a creature.
He
basically.
converts to a creature.
Nice.
And I can swing 4 flying
On me right now.
on you right now.
Jesus.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Oh, you're such a butthole.
You know.
Yeah, that's what you is. James the giant butthole. All right.
Are you going to turn me into a butthole? I don't think you can show that on YouTube.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't want to. It's all hairy and dingleberried. Anyway. Yes! I got another land. All right. I'm going to play another land. And then I am going to... Oh, man.
I need 3 land. If I could hit 3 land in a row, I'd be happy. Because it'd be
I'm not going to
fun.
use that. I'm just going to go ahead and play a skeletal vampire. So I'm going to tap
Sounds fun.
2 swamps and everything else I have. I'm going to drop him out. So, actually,
Yeah. I know he has summoning sickness.
yeah. And some people do that though.
Some
man.
people will
tap
put
them.
their creature in tap to show that it has summoning
Yeah.
sickness.
Now
I don't do that because it can still block.
Right. That and when you're tapped, you can still block anyway.
No, when you're tapped,
No?
you cannot block.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're
that's
right.
why I don't.
That is a
That's
little,
why you don't see me tapping
That's
my
one of
creatures.
those rules that's automatic that you don't even think about too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just realized I didn't even think about that rule. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're definitely right there. I'm going to go ahead and read off my my creature, my vampire skeleton. He is flying, has flying, which means that these guys that don't have flying cannot block him. When skeletal vampire enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 black creature token with flying onto the battlefield. If I tap 3, or I pay 3 any color in 2 swamps, I can sacrifice a bat and put a 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Sacrifice a bat, regenerate skeletal vampire. We did not think to grab tokens. But, because I'm smart, we have this box, and this box has cards. And
This is what most people do anyway, because nobody
Right.
really ever has tokens on
So
them.
when he enters the battlefield, I put 2 1/1 black creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. These will be them. And I will leave these cards off to the side. So
Very
the
well.
ones flipped up on their belly, they are the 1/1 black creature tokens. And I will go ahead and attack again with my Vampire Nighthawk.
I'll take it.
Now I feel a little better because I have some beef out there to block. So that might actually extend my
It does.
game
It
a
does
little
a
bit.
wee bit.
We might make an hour out of this episode. We'll see.
Maybe.
Last time we tried this once already, just as a test run. We ran through.
If I can get this out, he won't last.
I'm not supposed to look, but I did.
He doesn't know what it does. There's a lot of text there to read.
Yeah, and I'm not very good at reading. I see what you did there. He's trying to laugh like Pluto.
No.
Pluto, not Pluto.
Pluto.
I'm getting my
I don't
cartoons mixed up. Anyways, I totally forgot what point I was going to make. I guess it doesn't matter. So yes, plays back to you anyways. Man, you are achieving a lot with just 5 land. That's for sure.
That is
That does help, huh?
a plus. I don't want to
Don't want to use what?
with cards in my hand.
Oh, I tried. I tried to get you to tell me what they were.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
6.
Now-
Nice.
His mechanic is he's not a creature until his devotion is met,
Yes.
which his devotion is 5.
Right.
I have 6.
Altogether.
Altogether, I have 6.
Yeah. And
So he
again, that's these guys here.
He is a creature again.
He is
and
a
that is-
creature.
and that is these symbols up here.
He is now Mr. Beefy.
Yes.
6/5 creatures are
With
no joke.
indestructible.
With indestructible, explain that one.
Indestructible means if his toughness is taken down to 0
Right.
by anything other than neg1, or negative counters, he does not die.
Okay.
He just comes back to life. You could take him down to, in combat damage, you could take him down 1,000,000. Doesn't kill him. You could take him down to, but if you take him down to 0 and you throw 1 neg1 counter on him, or even a 0 neg1 counter, he's dead.
Bummer.
Yes. That is how you kill indestructible creatures, negative counters.
So, and that's like there's no other way.
Other than,
If it's explained in the card text, which is right here.
basically.
Awesome.
But I don't think there's anything that really specifically destroys indestructible creatures.
Right.
Off the top of my head. So, what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do, James?
Think for a second.
I have a feeling it is going to hurt.
Yeah, well, no, you got creatures out, don't you?
I've got creatures.
You got stuff
that's for sure.
You got creatures that are flying too, so.
That is for sure.
I mean, I can swing.
They have
I can
flying,
do his
yes.
+1, turn him into a creature, swing for 4 and 4. But he has his options. Because he
4
can.
and 4.
Yes.
Now, how does his wife? This guy's like, don't mention her. I left her.
He is indestructible as well as
All right.
him.
So that's the same thing.
He can't be destroyed.
Gotcha.
Now, when he's a planeswalker, his life is his loyalty counters. You take his loyalty counters down to 0, he's dead. He'll be put in the graveyard.
I see. So I'll go ahead and block this guy,
All right.
which also kills my guy.
Does he have death touch?
No, he does not have death touch. Now, explain this to me. So, being that he has died, as long as he's on top, I can regenerate him. But if
No,
I
you would have to regenerate him immediately.
immediately,
Yes.
gotcha.
Like you would have to do it right now, and it would never actually go to the battlefield
Gotcha.
or the graveyard.
Gotcha. So, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'll go ahead and block both of them with my 2 black bats.
Okay. And my guys.
These are just tokens, so
Yeah, tokens go.
yeah, gone. That's funny. We forgot to bring tokens.
Eh.
First show. Give us a break. Are you
Do you
done?
know who uses tokens? The Pro Tour.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pansies.
No.
Pansies use tokens.
You know who uses tokens? Pro Tour pansies.
I don't know if they're all that. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. He is done whipping my butt. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and draw my card. I get another really nifty swamp. I've got like 3 of them out now. If I don't, I have to keep talking because if I forget, by the way, I need to untap. If I keep talking and I forget, I probably will get stuck staring at the great artwork, especially the skeletal vampire.
That is actually why I collected them, because of the artwork.
Oh, that's what got me started in Magic the Gathering. And I think my favorite set with my favorite artwork in any set is definitely Ice Age. And I remember being super excited when Cold Snap came because I thought it was going to be the same thing.
You would like Innistrad.
Innistrad.
It's gothic vampires, werewolves, and
It's not so much the gothic thing. It's more werewolves, zombies from any time. Vampires definitely gothic. Vampires are probably the coolest vampires.
You would like Innistrad, the Innistrad set.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what my favorite set is.
I was out yesterday and I was checking out a lot of the Zendikar artwork, and it just seems kind of.
I love the artwork.
Yeah, I mean,
I love the artwork from Zendikar.
I mean, it's all great, but I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't seem like its own thing. Like you look at certain sets, like Dissension, everything was kind of like the same feel to it. You know what I mean? This one felt like a smorgasbord of everything. Get what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, James?
No.
It doesn't make any.
It's like
Not a whole lot of what I make makes sense anyway. Alrighty, so ever, yeah, it is brutal as a matter of fact. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tap 3 lands, get back into some gameplay so we don't bore everybody. They don't really care that we're. Oh, actually, I like my artifacts over here. So, and I'm going to. Was that 3? All right. So, anyways, this is a Ensouled Scimitar, and if I tap 3 or pay 3. Ensouled Scimitar becomes a 1/5 artifact creature with flying until the end of turn. Equipped creature gets +1/+5. And equip 2, attach a target creature you control, equip only as a sorcery. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 to equip it. And I will equip it to my Man, what do I want to do? I know I want to do it. I'm going to go ahead and give it to my Vampire Nighthawk, because that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So now he is a, what is that, a 4/8 creature.
Not bad.
But he already had flying, so that kind of... No, it doesn't give him flying. It just gives him +1, +5. So
that would have been my choice because of lifelink.
Yeah.
I like lifelink.
That's, why I said it makes sense.
Makes sense.
I do make sense. After all, I mean, yeah, little bitch. And you always kick me when I'm down, buddy. One of my favorite sayings is the sun shines on a dog's every once in a while.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes.
Right now, it's shining right now, I'll tell you that.
Unless his tail's in the way.
You're a pessimist, buddy. You're a pessimist. Anyway, it's your turn.
You're not attacking?
Oh, you know what? I am. Thanks for telling me that. See, that's that nice guy stuff again.
Yeah.
But he lures you in only to sock you later. So, no, you know what? I'm not attacking.
You're not attacking?
I am not attacking.
Why not?
And I'll tell you why. Because the last time you baited me into attacking, it
I just like to...
didn't go too well for
He
me.
talks a lot, so I just like to make sure he knows what he's doing.
Dude, I don't shut up ever. Ever.
My turn?
Yes, it is your turn. That's probably why they got me doing all this
He is also at 6.
at 6. Okay.
Yes.
So what do you mean by 6?
6 loyalty points.
Oh, 6 loyalty points.
Yes. That means I could use his ability.
Yes.
If I wanted to, which I don't want to yet.
Please don't use his ability.
If I use his ability right now, he is at 6. It will take him down to 0, and he will die. And it does me no good.
You know what? Use his ability.
I don't want to use his ability.
The reverse psychology does
Actually-
not work. I wonder if shock therapy does. I probably need shock therapy. I can't believe you exiled my Partick Firecat.
Well, I didn't need...
It's a bummer.
Why didn't you know...
It
What did I
eats
need a
me
graveyard?
up. They kind of screwed up my plan. I
It
have
does.
useless cards in my hand now.
That does suck.
It does suck. It does
Okay,
suck. So what are you doing?
I'm thinking.
Thinking.
Yeah, because I need to...
We need a chess clock.
We do need a chess clock.
That would be funny. We'll get a
Well,
Pinocchio one or something.
Best
I
out
don't
of
know why I
3...
said Pinocchio.
Best out of 3 is usually how Magic goes, and you can only do 50 minutes for the best out of 3. It's typically how it goes.
Yeah.
So
The last
no
time we played, we did a best out of 3 game, and
did it about
yeah.
50 minutes.
And it, for both games though, they
Yeah.
were pretty quick. Of course, I was playing green, which I think I'm going to quit playing green altogether.
You're playing green that turn? That time?
Yeah, yeah,
Were you?
yeah. I'm pretty sure. It
No,
wasn't
you were
this
playing
deck.
this deck.
No, it wasn't this deck. You were playing this deck.
No, I
you
wasn't.
were
No, I was
playing that
playing
other
my-
crazy.
I was playing my
whatever
own
it was.
deck.
Yeah. No, it was my green deck. Remember, because I couldn't get enough land out.
Yeah.
I kept stalling out, and I just couldn't get land out.
Okay.
Which is usually my MO when I build decks. I play a lot of low-cost creatures, but I do put some big guys in, and unfortunately,
I really
they
have to
usually end up at the top of my library.
I really do have to think about this.
By
now
the way,
because
this is a library. This is a graveyard. This is
this is your battlefield.
battlefield.
This whole thing's battlefield.
Right, the whole
This
area.
For some people, this will also be like this area.
This is your mana
generally
pool.
will be the command zone. There's certain cards that play from there.
Another great thing about tabletop games is you can use some imagination. So if you want to, you can imagine this is a mountain range and your planeswalkers sitting at the top controlling what's going on down here.
Except for my planeswalkers are down to the battlefield kicking balls. See?
Specifically balls? I mean,
Specifically. That's what he's doing. I really have to think about what I'm doing because you have a 4/8 or 3/8.
he's running on things like speed bags. But yeah, this right here is what? Your active area? Or what is it called specifically? I know this is your mana pool. Mana pool.
Battlefield.
Right, battlefield.
Battlefield.
We probably should explain that at the beginning of the game,
We'll have a tutorial one day.
but we don't care to. I mean, we just, as we go along, you know.
Eventually we will.
I thought you were about to go into a Macho Man promo right there.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brother.
I'm gonna do his +1 to make him 7
Gotcha.
and swing for 4 and 4.
4 and 4. What is that? 8?
Yes.
Bummer. All right, so I'll go ahead and block that guy with my flying guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to what, 18? Kills your guy.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't kill him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he has death,
death
touch.
touch. He's dead.
That sucks.
Bye bye.
I forgot about it. See?
Nice. Pleased to meet you. Sad to see you go. All right, so that brings me up to 18.
Misplays.
It's not a misplay, homie. All right, so I blocked him. Now, I can block a planeswalker, or how does that work?
Well, he's a creature right now.
He's a creature right now.
Yeah.
But even if I do block with this guy, it's not going to affect him. He's not going to die because he's indestructible.
Because he's indestructible.
But my guy will die.
Yes.
He will friggin' die.
Yes.
That is a giant bummer. I wonder if it's smarter to just take the damage. How much is it? 4?
4.
Yeah.
You did just gain
I did
3 life, so.
I did. That is a bummer. It's a decision I will. You know what? Oh, no, or the land to do it. So. You know what? I'll go ahead and take the 4. See what happens. It's probably a bad move, but whatever. It's just a game.
Let's see.
Well,
see what happens.
That one move I'll probably regret, but that's okay.
Don't worry, I regret.
I don't mind
regret
regretting
that.
things.
I regret losing my storm breath.
So what?
I regret losing my. I like my storm breath.
Hey man, I'm pretty sure I have another Vampire Nighthawk in there too.
But it's your turn.
It is my turn. I will untap. I'm going to untap. I don't know why I'm doing this voice right now. All right.
I really wish you could like bank your. There's certain cards that allow you to, but I wish you could bank your mana. You know?
Yeah.
That would be a really interesting mechanic. To just add 2 magic instead of having a card do it. Because there's several cards that do, mostly green.
Sweet. All right, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to tap 2 land. I'm going to play a sorcery. It's called Feast of Blood. I'm going to cast Feast of Blood only if you control 2 or more vampires. I have 2 vampires. Destroy target creature, and I gain 4 life. I'm going to target this guy. Or actually, I can't. So I'm going to target that guy. Which one was the one indestructible?
He's
one.
indestructible.
So
you're destroying my slumbering dragon.
See that guy? See you later. That will bring me back to 18.
You're ruining it. All of it.
18.
Ha ha. Everything.
All right, and what do I want to do now? Oh yeah, okay. So then I will go ahead and attack with my Vampire Nighthawk and my Skeletal Vampire.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll take 3 and 3, so 6.
Yeah,
I'm down
6.
to 10. And you gain your life.
And I gain, how much life do I gain back? I just did 6
3.
damage?
No, just the 3.
Just 3, so 21. All right, can I have that die? Blam, that's how that'll work.
Only for a short moment.
That's fine. I'm actually hanging in there a lot longer than I thought I would, man. But again, I built this deck when I was playing the game heavily, so maybe it's, you know, my plan is coming out and it's just how the deck plays. I think it's really an autopilot thing. I'm not really thinking at all. I've done more talking than thinking about what I'm doing.
I built this deck.
20 minutes ago. No, actually, probably longer now. We've been playing.
I built this deck probably an hour ago.
He did too, man. I was setting up everything and he was just building the deck.
My turn?
Yeah. It is your turn, pal. I have yet to get any good red stuff out, man. I could have just played a black deck. What was I thinking? Another thing I like about the game is artifact equipments, which we've played. I've played a couple of those now. I love how you can just beef up different creatures and add abilities and stuff like that, man. That's what makes this game a lot of fun. And a lot of times, I'll build a deck, and I mean, just for the sole purpose of beefing one creature and get his abilities as crazy as I can, just to execute one move, and I don't even care if I win or lose the game. I mean, I love doing stuff like that.
All right. I laid a creature, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, prefers deal 2 damage to you. So you take 2 from this. And then I played another creature, and whenever a creature enters, you take another damage, so you take 4 total.
4 total?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? 21 down to 17.
17.
17.
And
nice to meet you.
He has haste.
He has haste?
Yes.
Get out of town. So another 1, so 16. Unless it's some other crazy ability. All right.
I'm going to use his -3 ability.
Gotcha.
He does 4 damage to target creature.
Okay.
I'm ping him.
You're going to ping my skeletal vampire?
Yes. And that takes him down. He was at 6.
Yes. Takes him down to 2. Keep doing
Actually,
that.
he was at 7 because I used him when he was at 7, so he's at 3.
I see.
He's at 3.
Gotcha. All right. What up? What's up now?
And
what are we doing?
I also swung for 1. Oh, so you already took it.
Yeah, I already took
Okay,
it.
and that's it.
That's
Pass.
it? All
Yep.
right. I will untap.
And he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is a creature again.
He is.
Yes.
Wait a minute. He is.
Yes.
Okay. Thank God he's a creature now and not last turn, because that would have been a bummer. Okie dokie. Oh, that's a bummer. Whatever. Alrighty.
I just need 2 land. 2 more land. And I can do something awesome. And it's really exciting what I do. And I like when I do it.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tap 1 swamp, and actually I'll tap 3 swamps and play my zombie shambler. Nice little blocker.
Oh yeah, with Swamp Walk.
Yeah.
Swamp Walk.
Yeah, you have no swamps, so...
Oh yeah, Scavenge. I
I
like Scavenge.
Yeah. I don't think I've used Scavenger a whole lot.
Scavenge is
I can exile the
amazing.
card and search my graveyard, put a 1/1 counter equal to this card's power on target creature. Scavenge only as a sorcery.
I have an entire commander deck built around that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's pretty rad.
We should play commander if you really, really want to learn how to play Magic.
Right. Or
Commander.
get good at it quick.
Well, yeah, you do have to get good at it quick.
Yeah.
'Cause Commander is a 100
100
cards.
card, yep.
Where one of the cards stays outside of the deck. It's your commander. It's a legendary creature. If you use a legendary creature with green and black, you can only have green, black colors in your deck. That's it, and colorless. And you can only have 1 card of any card.
Right.
So you really have to know what you're doing to build this deck.
Right.
And it's
what if like say you built it and I played it? Would I be able to pick up on what's going on?
as long as I told you.
As long as you told me.
Yeah,
Like,
if-
this is the point of this deck or the theme
Yeah.
of this deck.
Yeah, because if I just hand you a deck and you just look at it, you'd be like, unless you know the cards.
Right.
If you don't know the cards, because I have a lot of cards that are very specific.
Gotcha.
Like I have one. It's a 1-drop 13/13.
Right.
If you're looking through this deck, you're like, oh, it's a card. It's a crappy card. But
This guy.
this guy over here, that's
Can't
a
put
crap,
this guy on TV.
You know, but it gets negative counters based on your life total.
Right.
So you'd be like, oh, it's a crappy card, because in Commander you start out with 40 life, so you're going to put it out with negative 27. It's going to die immediately.
Yeah.
But in that deck, I need that card in my graveyard so I can take it for the Scavenge and give my creature 13/13.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you really have to know the deck. We'll play Commander one day when we have a lot of time.
But he is a creature.
Yes.
Bummer.
Gods really mess things up in this.
Yeah, that is not cool.
That's why I like them.
I know. I like, and I don't think I have anything in this deck to really deal with that too.
No one.
Which
really.
is a bummer. Also,
There's-
Swamp Walk is Swamp Walk or Land Walk. I think it's called when
Land
you're,
Walk.
you're generalizing it. Land Walk is if James had swamps, being that my zombie shambler, sewer shambler actually, has Swamp Walk, he's unblockable. Meaning if he has any swamps, my guy is unblockable. There's nothing he can do about it. I can just go straight to the source, which is him, and deal him damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, but right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, I'm not going to let the well dry up, but I am going to attack with my Vampire Nighthawk.
Okay.
And
So 3, I'm at 7.
then while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm
You
going to
gain
play
your
a
life.
Flame Burst
You can gain your life.
to do till, yeah, I'm going to wait till I'm, I got it all dealt out. To damage target creature or player, and I'm going to go ahead and play that on you, and not a creature. And so that's another 2, so that gains me 4. All right, and
No, you don't gain life from that. Unless does it say 2?
No, 2. I'm sorry, 18, right? Because the damage for her.
Yeah.
All right, which I'm not even sure if that's a her or not. It said her.
It
but,
doesn't
yeah.
specify.
No, it doesn't. It is a
Some-
pretty neat image, though. And the other thing is a lot of the artwork, a lot of those artists, man,
Unbelievable.
will blow you away with the other stuff that they could do. I don't have any specific favorites, but a lot of their work is well known beyond just Magic the Gathering. you know, a lot of them started their careers off in Magic the Gathering, which is really interesting.
My turn?
Yeah. Well, yeah, your turn. Maybe I can save myself some damage. Now, I was just thinking, being that I have minimal cards in my hand, if you have 0 cards in your hand, is there a penalty? Has that changed at all? So it's still just whatever.
No.
All right. Even though I definitely don't like having low amount of cards in my hand, I feel like I don't have enough options, and being backed into a corner pretty much.
4 for Koth of the Hammer.
What? Another planeswalker. So
Another
there's no
There's
rule
there's
to
no
how
limit.
many you can have.
Nope.
God, that's a game changer. I was avoiding the other guy.
There's a commander deck that's literally called what do they call it? Super Friends, and it's just a commander deck of planeswalkers. And
Really?
it uses a 5-color commander.
Right.
It uses every single planeswalker that's been created, except for Tybalt. Tybalt sucks. I'd say another word, but Tybalt.
But this is also, we want your kids to watch this too, and Potty Mouth over here is kind of ruining it.
Yeah,
It's a good thing I'm the editor.
That happens.
I will
from
have
time
to
time.
scrub through a lot of footage to catch your one bad word, though.
That does suck.
It does suck. Making me work, dude. Making me work.
Ooh.
That's okay. I love what I do.
I'm gonna do his
And
negative
if you love
2.
what you do, it's never work, by the way.
I'm gonna do his -2 right away.
Okay. Do is negative, whatever.
And what it's going to do is I'm going to add a mountain to my mana pool for
Okay.
each mountain I control. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's 12.
So I had 6.
Oh, 6. Okay.
And then I'm going to tap 2.
Gotcha.
So I have 8 total mana for an Udvera Hellkite.
That is fine.
No, it's
It's okay.
all right.
It's
So
okay.
at the beginning of my upkeep, if I control 6 or more lands, I put a 5/5 red dragon creature with flying out of the battlefield. So I've got a 5/5 right there. Let me see.
You
Card?
need a token.
I need a token.
They actually
Okay.
make specific tokens
They
for
do
stuff
make
like this too,
specific
which is a
tokens.
bummer because it should just say a creature token on it, but they have specific creatures on
Well,
them.
because I
And
now have a
have
5/5
to
red dragon.
Yeah, right, but
So-
they have like red dragon, lizard. They have like wolf or something
Mm-hmm.
generic on it. But I wish it would just be green creature, black creature, red creature, white creature. Blue
Well-
creature. That
well-
way you can use them, and
Well,
you don't have to
there's-
find the
It's-
one you need.
It's because there's, they count as creatures, normal
yeah,
creatures, and if there's
yeah.
something that gives +1/+1 to dragons,
But I'm a visual guy, man. I don't want to see a wolf when it's supposed to be a
a token counts
griffin.
as a creature.
Which I'd
Oh,
never play
well.
white. What was I just saying? Holy crap! Did you
But,
hear that? I
so
just
I'm-
referenced White Plains.
I'm going
I
to
think I'm getting soft. Only
gonna plus him
softies play
one.
planes. Huh?
plus him 1 back to 4,
Okay,
and he's going to be a dragon,
gotcha.
and he's going to swing.
He's gonna swing.
And when
Is there a club he goes to swing?
it's called the Udvera Hellkite Club,
Oh, okay.
and whenever a dragon I control attacks,
They
I
got
put
disco balls and stuff.
a 6/6 dragon creature with flying onto the battlefield.
Jeez. Oh man,
So I need another.
need another.
I need
I
another.
don't even want to hand you this, dude.
So he's going to go right there.
Gotcha. Now they have haste.
No, they don't have haste.
Thank
oh
God for
God,
that.
if they had haste,
Yeah, I would have just gotten
would've-
steamrolled right now.
Yeah, you'd have
for
been
sure.
you'd have been done. You'd have been
I'd have
done.
been hurting.
So he's a 4/4 flying.
He's
so you
4/4
take,
flying.
So you take 4.
So just 4.
Just 4
Just 4 for now, or
for now,
4 now
until later.
and later. Okay. Later is always good. So what's up now?
And I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna
actually,
pass.
Actually, I lied.
You lied.
Um,
He's good at lying.
You took 4 because this creature and this creature entered the battlefield for Purpurus.
So I'm down to 10.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And
I'm
pass.
down to 10
Now
life.
pass.
Now he passes, and I will untap.
If these were tournament rules, I couldn't have done that.
Really?
Well, I mean,
Why do
like
you say that now? Oh, we're not
sort
playing
of.
a tournament. It's
sort
all
of within reason. Like I have to do. You have to do triggers immediately in tournament
right. You have
rules.
tons of flyers, right?
Yes, 1, 2, 2 flyers, 3 flyers. This one's a 6/6. This one's a 6/6, and this one's a 5/5.
Gotcha. I'm going to go ahead and attack. 3-8. That's what I'm going to do.
I'll block with my 5/5.
That's all right, though, because I did 3, right?
Mm-hmm. You gain 3.
Gain 3. Fine. I still don't think I will survive this next round. Still don't think it'll happen.
We will see.
It could.
It's possible.
It could happen.
But it's highly unlikely.
It's highly unlikely. That is true.
This is actually one of my other favorite cards in the deck.
Oh,
you know what
I should have did? You know what I should have done right now?
What's up?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Maybe I should have held off and blocked. But no, because I think you would have had enough to do me in anyway. That's all good.
You'll see.
I will pass.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and pass. I think I just made a mistake, though, to be quite honest.
I get another...
Still, a
thing.
noob is doing pretty good right
I get
now,
another...
Which I know I'm rusty,
5/5.
but I'm still a noob. 5/5 what?
From
Oh,
him.
yeah. The red dragon. Red dragon. Red dragon.
What I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a Storm Breath.
Jesus. Another one?
Another one.
Oh, man.
So...
If you guys can see this, I probably should have played this. But I didn't think he had another one. I should have known better.
What I'm going to do is... That guy does
Been
not...
holding on to this
He
thing
does not
forever.
have haste. But what I will do, he has haste.
Actually, this is a
I'm-
Rakdos gimmick.
I'm going to plus him
Black-red.
for red, or for 4/4 dragon. He has haste, so 4/4, 4/4, 6/6, and 6/6. I'm attacking with 1, 2, 3, 4 dragons. I need 4 tokens.
What do you need the tokens for? Oh,
'Cause when
yeah, I forgot. This is the way James plays games. In a normal game with friendly people that probably, are nice to everyone they meet, and then you got like giant
No.
buttholes like James who has to finish whatever. Instead of like we know this is the last round. I have 13 life. He has plenty to take me out. Plenty, even if I block, plenty to take me out. But he still has to finish what he's doing just to kind of rub it in a little bit.
And you
Talk
took,
about kicking
and-
a guy
and you-
while he's down.
You took 8 life
Oh, I did take. How did I take 8 life?
from this guy.
Just 8?
From these guys coming to the battlefield.
From just them coming into the battlefield. All right, now you can attack. I have 5 life left.
And you're,
What?
and now I swing.
Just blue.
Yeah,
That's it.
pretty much.
Game. Good game, James.
was a
I'll
good
shake
game.
your hand. Anyways, thanks for playing, dude.
That's Udvera Hellkite. I just wanted to introduce you to Udvera.
Yeah. I do not like that card. But you want to see something funny? Is that I had this thought, because I have this card, I was going to do this. And I decided not to because I was like, I don't really know his cards, so I'll wait till I figure one out. But I have a feeling I should choose that card because it was a monster and I knew it.
Oh,
Good.
Slaughter Games. Yeah,
Feast your eyes on that.
I love Slaughter Games. It's another one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, and I should have used it, and that probably would have helped me a little bit on that. But I have a feeling.
Storm Breath is a very valuable card,
Right.
but I don't think he's as useful as Udvera Hellkite.
Right.
I think Udvera Hellkite, because of his ability, is just monstrous.
Gotcha. Anyways, that was a fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're definitely going to be doing these videos a little more. What is this? Hammer of...
Perforus. That would have done you in.
That sounds like some kind of skin cream that you could fix psoriasis or something.
Kind of.
Anyways.
It fixes something with death.
Thanks for watching. This is Ortech the Batman. That's James Chaos. This is Max Play Live presents Ortech Plays. We'll see you next time.
We done? Hey, breathe this thing.